Cardiac arrest season. Rangers win, baby, 5-4 over the Detroit Red Wings. What an interesting game this one was. This one was just, I don't know. I'm meh about this one. Am I pleased with the 2 points? Yes. Am I happy considering that this was a back-to-back where they had the travel and Georgiev was in net? Yes. But there were some ugly things about this game, that is for damn sure. And we're going to talk about all of it. We got a lot to talk about in this one. I was live for the game, by the way. So thank you guys so much if you did hang out with me for the game. If not, hey, it's understandable. But I appreciate you just watching this video. So if you do enjoy it, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you are New York Ranger fans. We recap every single Ranger game here, win or lose. And turn the notifications on so you know exactly when I upload here on the channel. But my God, what a win for the boys tonight. Like I said, at times it looked very bad, but at times they looked really good. But again, I wasn't expecting much going into it. You had Georgiev coming in net, and then there was one line change really about tonight, and that was just that Greg McKegg would slot in for Johnny Brzezinski, a weird lineup change, and one that didn't go over well in this game, but we'll talk about all of that. But first period starts, Patrick Nemeth, yeah, he turns the puck over brutally because that's what Patrick Nemeth does. He turns it over to Moritz Seider, who starts giving an offensive push for the Red Wings, and the Red Wings can't come through. After that, the Rangers' third line had a really strong first shift. You have Jacob Trouba, who gets a good chance, and then Lafreniere couldn't get the tip in on that goal there. But Hedl made a great play in the defensive zone to start that all up, which was nice to see because Hedl's defensive ability, yeah, we know it hasn't been too good. And then the fourth line comes out and they score right off the rip on their first shift. And it is Ryan Reaves who makes a strong push past, who was it? It was Horsey, right? That's his name, whatever. Horse. Sure, we'll call him Horse. Makes a strong play past him. And then Roenick, he tries to bat it out of the air as Reaves goes for the initial attempt. But Reaves picks up the puck again and buries that one. Rangers go up 1-0, and that one is unassisted. And I felt pretty solid after that. Then, though, the Rangers decide, yep, never mind, let's give any sort of hope and just take our foot right off the gas pedal as Patrick Nemeth is forced to come up with some huge stops. He had really good ones, though, from Larkin and Bertuzzi. One of them was a beautiful pass from Bertuzzi to Larkin that he ends up breaking up. Nemeth looked really solid, though, for the rest of this game, and that's something we don't say often. So, hey, give him credit where it's due. Walman, though, he was having the game of his life as he gets chances. And then the next shift for the fourth line, yeah, it wasn't as pretty as it was the last time because, yeah, the fourth line spent way too much time in the D zone. And again, Walman gets another chance, and it just was not too pretty. And I believe it was Greg McKegg that took this penalty here. Or it might have been Andrew Kopp. It was McKegg or Kopp. One of those two took the penalty there, and Detroit goes on the power play, and yep, they score on it. Oh no, they scored on the next one. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, they scored here. This was the Rasmussen goal. Yeah, that was it. I don't know what. Yeah, the fourth line was just on the ice fist. Georgiev. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's not hugging the post there, and it goes off of his stick and in because he's not hugging the post there. And Detroit ties this game at 1. But, yep, you had a bad feeling after this. But then you had Fox that gets a solid chance off of an offensive zone draw in this. Then you have Hunt passing it to Schneider, back to Hunt, and he carries it behind the net. And what does Hunt do? He fires it off to Africa instead of shooting it when he had the chance from the pass from Schneider back to him. But the fourth line then with another great shift, Mott tries to wrap one around, and Fox got tripped numerous times on a chance that he had in front of the net. And instead of the announcers mentioning it, they neglect to, and they decided to just give Nedeljkovic credit for the saves that he made, even though Fox was on his knees trying to shoot the puck there. But yep, good call there, refs. Then what? You had a chance from the second line, Kopp fend on his chance. Miller missed the clapper. Panarin then turns the puck over. Larkin pushes with Larkin then has the wings get a push, is what I meant to say. And then Georgie robs Bertuzzi off of a feed from Raymond there. And then Cop ends up tripping. I think it was Raymond on that. Yeah, because Raymond made that sick diving pass. And then, yeah, this is where the goal came in, even though Fox had a good opportunity to set up Kreider on the PK. Before that, though, Zadina just rips one off of Georgiev's mask, but Fox tries to set up Kreider for breakaway. Kreider cannot get ahead, and then Vrana scores a embarrassing shot from the blue line, just a soft goal from Moritz Seider on the power play, and Detroit goes up 2-1. I don't know why I confused the goals before. Sorry about that. I feel like an idiot right now. But then not too long after, how about that? Lafreniere in the offensive zone wins a faceoff. You ended up having a weird thing where Nemeth and Schneider switch sides, and you're like, okay, this is weird. But they're setting up for the one-timer, and it ends up working because Lafreniere wins it back to Schneider's side. Schneider to Nemeth. Nemeth on the one-timer. He fires that one, and it ends up getting tipped in by Philip Hedl, who got in position there, and the Rangers tie this game at 2 rather quickly. And you felt like, okay, all right, you tie the game, get yourselves back in it. That's huge going into the intermission. Yeah, unfortunately, though, McKegg takes a dumb penalty at the end of the period. And to sum up that first period, they scored a goal and then just decided to quit. But we're accustomed to that, right? 9-8 in favor of the Rangers for shots on goal. Sure didn't seem like that. Sure did not seem like that. Second period, though, was wild as Tyler Bertuzzi scores early in this one from that power play carrying over. Thanks, Greg McKegg. As he rips one past Georgiev. Couldn't make the save because he couldn't save anything tonight. And yeah, Detroit goes up 3-2, and you really lost all confidence there. Copp had a solid chance on the backhand after that. Can't bury that. But then you have the stats show up. The last 3 shots from the Detroit Red Wings were goals. Good job. Good job, Georgie. Then you have Panarin gets a chance in front of the net, and he waits. And he waits. And he waits and does nothing. And just lets Detroit just make a good looking defensive play. And the broadcasters going crazy about it. Like, relax. Panarin was not shooting nor passing there. I don't know what you're going crazy about. Trouba then gets an opportunity. Mika made a nice defensive play, though, in the neutral zone to set up that opportunity as Kreider does the give and go to Trouba. Trouba tries to shoot it, and he can't get that. McKegg misses a golden opportunity on a rebound from Reeves. Lafreniere then with a great shot, and the Rangers looked really solid, though, in the second period. Looked like they had some good opportunities. Kopp gets one. Hunt gets one. But then the Rangers do convert, and it is Mika Zibanejad finding Frank Vatrano behind the net. Vatrano on his knees passes it to Artemi Panarin, who buries it. And the Rangers then go, or they don't go up. They tie the game at 3. I'm all over the map right now. Sorry, I just finished a live stream, if you couldn't tell by my voice, like, dying here too. But the Rangers tie this one at 3. And it was huge because the Rangers looked pretty good. And then the Rangers started to slow down a bit. It was really back and forth most of this period, in my opinion. But like I said, the end they looked a bit tired as Raymond gets a chance. And then Bertuzzi tries to get the rebound, but Lindgren hits that one away. Fourth line was all over them tonight as Mock got another great chance, but then Gagne got a chance the other way. Then you have Lafreniere who gets hooked, and the power play, what does it do? Nothing. Mika instead with a terrible shot backdoor. Panarin fans on a wide open chance from Zibanejad as well. And the period pretty much was just back and forth from there, and they just looked tired at the end of it. Shots were 11 apiece. It was pretty back and forth, though, so I was okay with that second period. Third period, very slow start for both sides, but Detroit controlled play for a solid amount of it. But then Kopp got a pretty good chance in front that goes high on the backhand, but you thought maybe they were going to score. And then you have another goal as it is Adam Ernie from Stahl and Suter, because of course Stahl gets the assist. This one took a weird bounce. Stahl hits it, goes off of Ernie's foot, and then Ernie just spins around and it bounces in the net. And people in my chat were not happy with Georgiev on that. I can't blame him. That was a weird bounce there, and I wouldn't have expected any goalie to stop that one. And Detroit makes it a 4-3 lead. And at that point, I was more pissed at Georgiev for not saving any of the first three than saving that one. You can't really do much there. Motte then gets a breakaway, though, not too long after. And then he falls into the boards, and it didn't look good. You thought he got hurt. Then you get a line change, potentially. Yeah, Kreider out there with Copp and Hunt. And then Panarin, Mika, and Vatrano. I guess they like that combination after a goal they scored. I would prefer them to stick with the lines that they had before, personally, just to spread out the love of the offense a bit here. But we'll wait and see if that's going to be a permanent change. I'm very intrigued, actually, if they're going to make that change, especially with a home game where you get the second line change. Maybe they want to play Panarin with Mika. We'll wait and see there. Then what? You have Lafreniere called for tripping, which was a stupid penalty there because Stahl was already falling before Lafreniere tripped him. Ridiculous there. But Georgiev comes with a big save there on the PK. Copp makes some nice plays. And then after the penalty kill, Lafreniere with a very nice defensive play carries it into the zone. And he sets up Lindgren for a good opportunity, who can't bury that. As Nedeljkovic was just flashing the leather. He was flashing on Kreider. He was flashing it on Hunt. Flashing it on Vatrano. Flashing it on Copp. But then the Rangers end up getting a power play again there. Finally, thank God, as Hunt got high sticked. And Chris Kreider, the meat market, baby, scores from Artemi Panarin and Adam Fox. And I don't know how this one went in. This was supposed to be a pass to Andrew Copp. It didn't bounce off anyone. It just goes in far side. And the Rangers all of a sudden tie the game at 4, and they had some life. Then you had a shift with Motte, Copp, and Kreider, which I prefer that instead of Dry and Hunt playing there if they're going to change the lines up. Excuse me, can't talk. Vatrano then gets a chance in front of the net. He can't convert on that. Then you have Chytil coming into the zone with speed. He gets a good opportunity on the backhand. Barclay Goodrow can't follow up on the rebound. And then there was a late chance for Copp and Motte, and they can't do anything there as this one goes to overtime. Shots in that period, 13-5 in favor of the Rangers. OT, Fox had a nice play on Larkin. The Detroit fans weren't too happy. They want a penalty there, but Larkin, Raymond, and Seider with a very strong, quick shift in the first period. They didn't get a shot off. At least I don't think they... No, they did get a shot off. My bad. They got, I think, one shot off, one or two. But other than that... No, they got one because then Bertuzzi got an opportunity with the... And Georgiev comes with a big shoulder save. But Mika missed a golden opportunity backdoor. And then Kreider missed a good opportunity there before that. But then the Rangers rush the other way as Copp gives it to Panarin in the neutral zone. Panarin does his thing. He finds Copp across. Copp buries it. He does the Selly. And the Rangers win this one 5-4. How could you not be happy? 2-1 in favor of Detroit for shots and OT. The whole game, though, 34-26 in favor of the Rangers for shots. Face-off percentage 51-49 in favor of the Rangers. Hits 22-21 in favor of the Rangers. Blocks 15-10 in favor of the Rangers. Giveaways 5 for the Rangers, 8 for the Wings. What a win there. What a win. Now, could they have played a bit better? Yes. But again, I'm still very happy with that win. As the Rangers now have 93 points, you put yourself in a comfortable position here in the division right now. As it is it's a long race here at the end. It's a big race as the Rangers need to try to get first place potentially to play either Washington or Boston here. And it will most likely end up being Boston or Toronto that we play in the first round, assuming we get in first place there. But overall, very happy. Let's get into each individual line. As the first line tonight ended up being, obviously, except for the changes, but for most of the game, it was Kreider, Zibanejad, and Vatrano, and I thought that they were pretty okay. I didn't think that they stood out really in the first period. I thought the second period they looked better. Same goes with the second line of Panarin, Copp, and Hunt. Hunt just should not be playing. Panarin was just making too many bad turnovers, though. It's just so weird with Panarin evaluating his game because he makes such great plays, but then he just makes such dumb plays in the same sequence at times, and it's just ridiculous. The third and fourth line, though, they were the most consistent lines all night. The third line being, of course, Lafreniere, Chytil, and Goudreau. I thought that they were really good, and they had good opportunities. Lafreniere, unfortunately, didn't get on the stat sheet, but he definitely deserves credit for that second goal by the Philip Chytil tip in there. I was a fan of that. And Lafreniere easily could have gotten an assist with the Lindgren opportunity. He had a good shot on goal. I thought that they had a good game, that third line. And then Chytil doing good things defensively. My God, how could you complain about that? And then the fourth line ended up being tonight, Mott, McKegg, and Reeves. Yeah, McKegg might not want to play hockey again. Maybe just a thought. Hopefully Strome will be back for the next game just so they could do that. But it's going to be interesting what the lines will be when Strome comes back, because Pop should stay with Panarin, in my opinion. It's just that Hunt was dragging that line down all game, at least in my opinion, because we saw Panarin looked with Vetrano and Mika at the end of that game. But overall, I'm happy, especially with Reeves. I thought Reeves had a really good game. And then how about everyone in the faceoff dot except McKegg? McKegg was awful. Mika below 50%, but nitpicking there. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox, definitely a great game from them. I thought that they had a nice bounce back game overall. Can't complain there. Then you have the second pair of Miller and Trouba. I thought that they had a pretty good game as well. There was an opportunity where Detroit got where Trouba got absolutely beat and it set up a 2-on-1. Thankfully, though, Detroit couldn't capitalize on it. And then the bottom pair of Nemeth and Schneider. Nemeth had a really solid game, and then Schneider, I forgot to credit him for that nice little back-checking play that stopped a potential breakaway opportunity. So, got to give Schneider the credit there. Thought he had a really good game. And then Georgiev, yeah, we won't talk about his game because he did not have a great game, honestly. But that's pretty much it. Let's get to Twitter now for the end here. Nware10, what did you think we were going to win in overtime? I was confident all game. I was confident all game that we were going to win, even though it was a back-to-back, even though they traveled, even though Georgiev was in net. I felt confident pretty much the whole way through that they were going to win. New York Style 24 extend cop now. Yeah, I've seen enough already that better than Ryan Strome. I'm sorry if you disagree, but yeah, I think he is. Mika the Crides, what were your thoughts when we started with Chytil and Arivo? When we started with a Chytil and Arivo with an unassisted goal as our first two goals. Oh, also Georgiev 4-0 in his last four. Yeah, that's a bit deceiving though, because he got bailed out big time in these past two as they've been 5-4 wins. So the offense has definitely helped them out here. And the defense I thought was really good tonight. I think tonight would have been so much better looking had Georgiev just not let in soft goals, because the Rangers defensively were really solid tonight, and they were keeping Detroit from getting some good opportunities. So I was impressed with that. And then for Chytil and Revo I was shocked by. And then Chytil, I mean, he got a nice tipping goal. I wish Lafreniere got the assist there, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But Nemeth got an assist and Schneider did too, so I guess you take that. And then lastly, we have Kazoo coming in. I'm not sure if the Rangers didn't deserve the win because of the goals Georgiev let in, but at the same time, they didn't play their best hockey. Yeah, I agree with that to an extent. Again, I think that the Rangers played pretty well enough to win this game. There were times where they took their foot off the gas, and particularly in the first period that was. But outside of that, I thought they had a really strong effort tonight. In the second and third period, I liked what I saw more. But overall, I'm just happy they got the 2 points. I'll take that as a little early birthday gift there, if you will, as tomorrow is my birthday. Just a fun little fact there. But that is going to be it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, by the way, so you could get involved in these videos if you want to. Leave a like on this video. Speaking of this video, leave a like on it if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans, like I mentioned. Turn the notifications on, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.